Hey guys, this is Moco. Welcome back to Touhou the Genius Cyphers. Last time we made it through the second half of the Byakuren area, and well, we had to explore stage 13 again and get ourselves stuck and all the usual fun stuff. This stage is just irritating, so the less time we have to spend here the better, I suppose. If you want a pathway all the way back to the beginning, then this actually is the pathway to do so. So the very opening section in the Sea of Clouds, this is your warp all the way up. So at the very least you have that going for you, but yeah. Now the party I'm using here is not actually the exact same party that I'll be using for the stage clear out, but it's the party I'm going to go in for the mini-boss, because it is actually a serious enough threat to prepare specifically for. So yeah, needless to say, Dark is going to be important. But before we do that real quick, I just want to go through the yokai that I will be taking on so that I can kind of show you the stuff that I want. I want this guy's drop, White Flag of the Dead. It is another staff which is pretty good. I think it has like 15% Magic Exorcism on it or something, so you get a bit more damage out of magic attacks, which is quite nice. And obviously it's just a bit more powerful than what we already have, so definitely want to get that. The Gaia Mail I think would be nice, because if I don't think it's resistant, as funny as that would sound. I think it's actually another one of the double resist armors, but if it isn't, and it is actually an earth resistant one, that'd be amazing, because, you know, kind of helpful, because you know what Tenshi is going to be like probably. Shisha doesn't have anything proper, so we won't bother with that, neither did they. Emeralds are really rare, but if I did get one, that'd be fine. I just don't really expect to. Then this is a spear from this guy. You know my stance on lances, so I don't really need to get it, but I'll probably kill one if I get the chance, just because it murdered me in cold blood before. And yeah, that's basically it for the new enemies. I don't think I missed any enemies last time. There may actually be some in here which are in the previous, like, set, if you will, or classed under the previous set. So let me just quickly see. Yeah, this guy, Turtle Smasher, might actually be something I would be after. Not necessarily, like, guaranteed to go for it, but if I can find these guys, I will take this for later. And then we never did get the auto bomb, so I guess that might be something to look for. Anyway, let's move on down to the mid-boss, and hopefully not get into any encounters on the way through, because I'm gonna have to get into an encounter on the way through.
Okay, well, this is not ideal to say the least, because I have no resistance to the paralysis here, which could be extremely bad. I'm just gonna have to try and insta-kill these guys as quick as possible. Maybe Mind Blast Paralysis could work? I doubt it, but we'll see. And we'll start a Sergio. I have a feeling I'm probably going to need to be using Sakura for pretty much everything here, but we'll see. Oh, I do get paralysis. Nice. Okay, that helps a lot, because now the counter attacks can't happen. And I die instantly. Nice. Okay. So at the very least we are in this, which is good. And yeah, I need to take out the Mind Flayer as fast as humanly possible though. So we'll just unleash our best attacks there. Unfortunately, it does resist Mystic, so Mirror is kind of not very good here. But whatever. Like 336 damage is okay, but obviously nothing compared to what I'd be wanting off of this. There we go. And now it is a fairly straightforward affair. We've got a couple of free turns against it, so with our slash attack stuff we should be in no amounts of issues. And there we go.
So there's like a speed up fight for the records, I suppose, and we do get another power up too, but we won't be using that just yet. So onwards to the mini boss, and it is a whole bunch of dudes that we hear, one of which we have not yet seen, because it is an enemy in this stage, but we didn't get a chance to see it. So yeah, lots of dudes in armor, pretty much. Dark Souls 2 in a nutshell. So we have power, veteran power, and ace power. So from the Garden of the Sun, from Yokai Mountain, and from this stage. And as you could imagine, it gets pretty crazy. We're having all three of them in one fight. So yeah, extreme light power is going to be a thing here. So to kind of counteract that, we are going with dark power. Basically, all the dark attacks that I have available to me are in this one party, and we shall do what we can. They're too far apart for small spreads to hit more than one, but Illusion Laser can hit both front and back. And I think we're actually going to just Dark Sword Sakuya the first turn. I think that's going to do more than any other buff that I'd have here. I did equip Sakuya with her tier 2 weapon, because even though it's a lot weaker than before, it does have Slayer, so you know, that's going to be a good thing. And yeah, they do a lot of attacks, a lot of light based moves. Even with Satori using an AoE dark attack, we're probably not going to be able to keep the land away from dark, which is not exactly fun, but so long as we can take out the most powerful guy, we should be okay. So let's just unleash basically all of our stuff here. We'll Weapon Bless Sakuya as well. Sakuya is going to be the main damage dealer here, obviously because she has Slayer, so it's important to give her as many advantages here as possible. So yeah, Shining Stars does still hurt, especially when super freaking ultra cast, and yeah, the multi-hit stuff is really annoying. So we have Miracle Fruits here from Sanai as our commander, so we can heal 25 health here. Honestly, Moco probably would have been a better commander, but Little Legion is really good, so I should be okay in that sense. And yeah, from here, really, once I take out one or two of them, I should be okay. So it's only really Marisa and Satori that are hurting here. So I actually have oh, I have this as well. Yeah, sure, we'll use that too. I have Dark Heal on Byakuren, so this will heal a column. Very good, of course, for healing my back row here. So combine that with the Miracle Fruits and I should be okay for this turn, and this should turn out okay. Because yeah, Dark Heal heals all of my health back, and Alice is taking a little bit of hurting, but not really anything too special. And with the first guy down, the most powerful guy down, we should be okay from here. Now, even as you can see, I've been using as many dark attacks as I can, and the land is still in favor of light. They obviously have a ton of light damage between them, and that's just an unfortunate thing you have to deal with. So yeah, get ready to deal with that, I guess. But luckily, power is just about down. Veteran power won't take too long to go down as well. And I'm actually just gonna Dark Sphere here, I think. Attack with Byakuren as well, and that gets the kill. Very nice. I gave Byakuren the Squall Hairpin so she moved a bit quicker to try and buff Sakuya before action, but it didn't always work out. So yeah, as soon as you take out the first guy, then they kind of crumble, but taking out that first guy is not easy, especially when you're getting bombarded by the other two as well. They all have Shining Stars and they can use it like multiple times a turn. It gets very hard to defend against, actually. But yeah, Satori's our first character to get to level 40, which is very nice. And our reward for this is the Brunhilde. Oh, that classic sword name. It increases your resistance by 35, which is kind of really good, to be honest. So this is an ideal weapon if you want to, if you're using Alice, say, and you don't need her own stuff that way, then this is a really nice weapon to use, because that resistance buff helps out a lot in tanking status that she'll be affected by when you Little Legion and all of that fun stuff. Yeah, it's just generally a pretty strong sword to have around. Again, if you're using sword still, I would recommend using something like that. So, I'm going to take a quick sec to re-prepare my party and stuff, and I suppose we shall take on as many enemies as I see fit here. Probably until I get the items that I'm after. So yeah, I shall see you momentarily. Okay, we are back with our altered party. So, just so you know, we are going with the Hinatari Skydance formation this time. First time I've used that this run. I don't know if it's actually the best formation to use here. I may switch to Poison Shield if I find that this doesn't really work, just because of the AoE healing and whatnot. But yeah, we're gonna try the Skydance, and I need to level Moco and Marissa because they are getting relatively below the curve compared to everyone else, so that is what we shall do. So, yeah, until we find some interesting stuff from the enemies, I suppose this is the time where we shall be back soon. I have no idea why Ultramagnetic Wave did like 400 damage there. It even did over 200 to Moco. I don't ever remember seeing that do so much before. Yeah, I guess if somebody can explain that in the comments, looking at you, Val. Yeah, because I genuinely have no idea what happened there. Alright, Sanai gets a level up. 222 HP, kind of fitting, I suppose, how that turns out. Oh, perfect, we actually get the item I want there too, which is kind of typical considering the way this fight went, but yeah, surprise attack with 6 enemies is not ever going to be fun, but we did also get a level up for Marissa too, and a magic medal from random stuff. So yeah, the White Flag of the Dead, it is... Oh, you get 50 Exorcism, not 15. Okay, yeah, it's a lot better than I expected, actually. Most of these items just haven't been too spectacular as of late, but yeah, decent magic attack off it. 50 Exorcism is really strong. So this is something that you could definitely put on Marissa. And yeah, 3 extra power there. The MP down is not super huge as a problem, but most of the enemies here don't actually have Divine Barrier, right? Yeah, it's only really these two which have Divine Barrier. And Marissa's not super good against either, although they don't resist Mystic. But yeah, it's... Just now it's not something I'm going to use here, but on Patchouli it's definitely something I would use. So whenever I use Patchouli at the moment, expect that item to be the staff that she equips. Alright, there's one more level from the Torre, getting to 39. That's a good amount of HP there too. Her MP is terrible though. Like, this being buffed by 20 with the Magic Ring 1, and it's still pretty bad, I've got to say. Alright, and there's another couple of levels up for Moco there too, so yeah, she has a ton of HP though. 280 is super good, although nowhere near as good as Sakuya's got right now, because Moco doesn't have her tree buff. Also, apparently we got a pretty mirror from the Shisa there. I can't say that name for some reason. Also, I didn't forget this box before. I mean, I kind of forgot it in the previous part, but I didn't forget it earlier. I just got killed by that exact same encounter beforehand. It's only a magic medal though, nothing too significant. That's actually it for all the enemies in this room, which is interesting. But I can go and heal before I try and explore the rest of this place. Alright, Reimu gets a level up here to 37. That's a lot of HP as well. 286, jeez. Reimu is the all-around sort of character, so she does tend to get good HP growths compared to the other sort of mage characters, which helps a bit because she is a healer, so, you know, nice to have some more HP for her. We did get another magic medal there, which is good. So I suppose we're at the point of the game now where we're starting to get a lot of drops in terms of just general materials, which is very nice. I do appreciate that. So kind of glad I didn't trigger that switch from before. This place is still like super confusing when it comes to why each function is here. Like, sure, I guess I could trigger this and go back now. So, I don't know, like, the point of this, because then, if I do it this way, I can't actually go here. So I suppose, yeah, when we were doing this originally, there was no way of getting over to that bit over there. And it's just weird, like, the way this is set up. I don't know. It's just never made any sense to me. I don't know. How many times more can I say I don't know before I genuinely do know? Absolutely zero. Alright, Versa gains another level, 36, pretty good. I don't think there are many more enemies within stage 14 proper. There's the enemies from the previous stage, you know, in the sections that we had to go through here to access, but other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot else to do here. So we may be ending this in just a couple of battles here. This guy is serious business though, as we have seen before, so yeah, that's a thing. I probably should be using Reimu's barrier here, especially if that's gonna happen. Ouch! Good job I got a shield proc there, otherwise I think I'd have been dead. I'm using Zufu's Dimension here just to give a safety net for Sanai, basically, because then Sanai can resist an attack, and yeah, she doesn't just die, which would be very important to not have happen. Maybe could have put it on the Torre, but Sanai's the one who can revive characters, so yeah, I feel like that's more important here. Don't know why I'm even talking through this one, to be honest. It's a fight that we've seen before, but this enemy is a bit of a douche, I guess, so, you know, like, ouch! So much freaking damage coming off there, but Rage 8's really good when elements are involved, so yeah. Then is this, yeah, this is the last enemy in here. Oh, it's one of these too. Ugh, I kinda wish I had Byakuren in here, but I think I might be able to get silence down, which would be really helpful actually. I honestly don't think there's any specific preference for like element stuff here. Yeah, I can get silence in, which is good. That means shining stars can't get used, and I could actually go ahead and use Reimu's free bomb skill here to give my attacks exorcism this turn, which would drastically increase my power. And with that, I think we could just take this guy out. So yeah, an exorcism. I've never actually used Reimu as a commander for much, so yeah, but that's a lot of damage coming out. I think she's basically just given us full exorcism here, which is super good, and there you go. That is the ace power taken down, and I believe that is it. Because I've gone through every room in this side. There's obviously the enemies down in rooms like this, but these guys, as you can see, are just ones that we fought in stage 13. So I don't really see the point in fighting them all. At some stage I'm going to make a point of going and fighting a ton of giant oarfish, but right now my party's not set up for that. The oarfish are very weak against slash, obviously, and my party is not set up for slash based damage whatsoever. So yeah, also this place still exists. So I think that's it, because as you could see within here, this room is empty, and yeah, this is another room that we have been in from stage 13. And so that is basically that. So with that said, this has been GamerCal playing Touhou, the Genius of Sapphiros, and I'm gonna have to get my way out of here now. Next time we take on Tenshi, because freaking Tenshi. She has surely started this mist instant, right? I mean, let's be honest, the difficulty in that last stage is a massive spike up from everything we've seen so far. It kind of feels as if it could be a last stage, right? So we could totally end this game next time, right? That's it, yeah? We'll see then. Take care.